relationships are overrated. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. But me and my friends had a debate about this at the bar. We was watching some basketball, getting ready for March Madness. And sorry, let me introduce myself again. I'm Big Bruh. But this is for anybody that wants some relationship advice or constantly saying they'd rather be happy alone. One thing I notice is our generation, and not only our generation, Gen Z as well, and maybe a little bit of Gen Alpha, we rely on relationships to make us happy way too much. What I notice is once we get in a relationship, we throw all our eggs in a basket. It lasts for 5 months, then it gets toxic, and then it ends. One thing for sure with me is I'm low maintenance, and I'm the type of person who will get in a relationship and I won't tell nobody. And also I won't be around my significant other all the time because I want to miss my girl. I want to text my girl later. I want to speak to my girl. I want to know how her day was. I want to know everything instead of just talking to her 24/7 throughout the day. I want to miss her. But in today's relationships, people are way too clingy. People do not know how to be alone outside of the relationship, and they rely on the relationship to make them happy. They want to make their relationship like a Hallmark movie from the very beginning, and it's very, very weird. And I think that's why we have so many people that's burnt out on relationship, and they say they rather be alone instead of in one. It's because they start off way too strong. Nobody wants to grow their relationship. They want to immediately act like they're been together for 2 years when they only been together for 3 months. That's the issue. It's not that relationships are hard. It's not that dating is harder. It's just the expectation of dating is unrealistic in the beginning stages. Like, for example, you see, especially women, they want you to take them out on these expensive dates. You haven't even met them in person. And they give these rules. They want you to text them 24/7. And this is all in the beginning stages. You're not even a title yet. You're just talking. And that's what is so draining about these relationships nowadays. I was talking to my friend and he got upset at me because I said this, and all my friends knows he's like this. Once he gets in a relationship, he disappears. Have you guys had a friend like that in y'all friend group, like a homeboy that once he falls in love and once he's in the beginning stages of his relationships, you don't see him at all? Like, he disappears. You have to like literally beg him to come out and hang out with you, but he's too attached to his girl and he doesn't want to do anything like he used to. Don't want to be on the game. He doesn't want to work out. He's just 100% attached to his girl. That's the majority of our generation and Gen Z and dating. Like, it's not that people fall out in love or anything. It's just they don't know how to start off slow. Like, that's the biggest issue with our generation. Nobody starts off slow. Like, it's all like from the beginning, it's let's take trips out of the country. And this is only when they just been dating for 2 months. Let's take trips out of the country. Let's start a joint TikTok. Let's make some content. Let's show everybody how in love we are. And it's only been together for a few seconds. That's why people get burnt out on relationships. And that's why you hear people say they'd rather be alone, because people throw all their eggs in the basket way too early. For me, if you guys want some good advice, like, start slow. Like, that's why a lot of guys get hurt. It's because a lot of dudes, one, they don't know, but two, they throw everything in. Like, they do too much in the beginning. Even though the girl does the same thing, they need to wean off a little bit. Like, you see guys like overdo it with women, then the women say, hey, you treat me so well. Like, back up a little bit. Like, back up. Like, she ain't going nowhere. And if she does, don't put all your emotions in it. And that's the same thing with women too. Like, let the relationship grow. I remember, like, relationships used to grow. Like, you know how you like somebody, you start talking to them, you become friends, then all of a sudden you don't even know when you guys started dating and made it official. It was official. Like, all of a sudden, oh, I guess you're my girlfriend now, or I guess I'm your boyfriend now. I guess we're together. Like, I guess that's the best relationships. Like, it's normal. You do everything normal. And the problem is a lot of people rely on relationships to make them happy. Like they go in a relationship and their whole personality changes. Everything changes. They stop hanging out with their original friends. They start doing different stuff. You don't see them. Both of y'all are attached at the hip. Y'all need to text each other almost every 5 minutes. It just gets really, really bad. And that's how people get tired of each other. That's why relationships don't last that long, is people get tired of each other because y'all are around each other 24/7 because you guys don't know how to be alone. And also you guys don't know how to be yourselves once you get in a relationship. That's why you see a lot of people just disappear once they get in a relationship. And then once it ends sour or once there's drama, then they want to hang out with their bros. Then they want to hang out with their girlfriends. Once there's drama, once the relationship gets a little bit shaky, that's when they start want to hang out with their friends. And the friends was like, I wonder where you been all this time. And they make up some line, oh, I just missed y'all. I just wanted to hang out with y'all. No, it's because their relationship is rocky. They got in an argument and now they're not talking to each other. And the issue is a lot of people do not know how to just start the relationship out slow. Like it's okay. Once you're in a relationship, you can still hang out with your bro. And also when you're hanging out with your bro, you don't have to bring your girl. Like your girl is fine being with her girlfriends. The problem is a lot of people do not know how to separate their lives from each other. They think once they get in a relationship, they need to just be by each other. They can't hang out with their friends. They need to just stay around each other 24/7. No, have some breathing room. Like be sure that you get to miss your girl. Like, trust me, when I was in a relationship, and I may be in one soon, I don't know. But once I stopped worrying about where my girl was and I started just to do me, just go out with my bros, start playing the game, and then I talked to my girl, we had the best time together. Like the relationship lasted a long time. It lasted for 4 years, and we kind of broke it off because we started moving separate ways. She moved to the East Coast, I moved to the West Coast. It's just, we just grew apart. That pandemic time was hard for everybody with the lockdown, but that was a great relationship because we always missed each other. We always was able to just meet up and we'll talk for hours and hours. I remember it would be times that we'll hang out with each other at 6 p.m. and we'll be up talking and just whatever and laughing and watching movies all the way till 4 a.m. And we all of a sudden we see the sun come up, and we never got tired of each other because we wasn't around each other 24/7. The problem is once people get in a relationship, they make the relationship their identity. Like everything has to revolve around it. And I believe that's what's making relationships so hard nowadays. People do not know how to just ease into it. That's why you see people, oh, I'd rather be happy alone than miserable in a relationship. Or this, like, she left me after a month and she left with some other guy. Like, you shouldn't even care about her. Like, these dudes nowadays be crying over women that you just met and you only talked to for 2 months and y'all crying over them. Like, live your life. A lot of people, once they speak to a girl, they get way overzealous and they throw all their eggs in the baskets. They start planning trips early. Like, I got a friend that he just met a girl last month and he's trying to go to Hawaii with her. I'm like, bro, calm down. You don't need to do all this. Just let it grow. He's like, no, I'm just gonna go to Hawaii. We're gonna have some fun. We're so good together. I'm like, bro, you just met her. Calm down, bro. It's okay. You like her, it's good, but don't rush anything. And every single time he rushes it, she disappears and he's upset and he's depressed. He start watching these doomer pill stuff on YouTube about how my life, the doomer pill shit, when they talk about how life is meaningless, how nothing means anything, I work for nothing, I do, like the doomer pill content. Like, it's because of that. And the dudes that's doing that, it's because of that. Like, it's not because of work. It's not because of life is expensive. It's expensive for everybody. But a lot of times these guys jump into stuff way too fast from a girl they don't even know. Then they get their heart broke off like 2 months. Same thing with women. A lot of times women do it a little bit differently. A lot of times women would do it because they're basing their last relationship on their next. They'll jump into something really, really fast because they're trying to bury their pain and their trauma with another relationship. And then that doesn't work for women. And then all of a sudden women say, men ain't shit, I'd rather be single. It's because on both sides, a lot of people jump into the relationship way too fast and do things way too fast instead of let it just grow naturally. Just let it grow naturally. Like hang out with each other every now and then, talk, ask their how their day was back and forth. And then when people disappear, just let them disappear. The problem is people do not know how to be alone. People know how to be lonely, but a lot of people do not know how to be alone. A lot of people are not happy alone. They say they are, but they're not. I'm happy alone. I was always a loner before relationships. The people that were introverts before relationships that are happy, a lot of times in relationships, we have to force ourselves to be extroverts. A lot of times we have to do a little bit more. We have to show a little bit more effort because we're the people that are extroverts. Like if you guys are like me, simple things make me happy. Like I don't need a lot of stuff to be happy, and I don't need to be out with a lot of people to be happy. I'm happy just being at home, watching TV, playing video games, working out, going to the gym, and laughing it up with the bros. And I could just talk to women just normal. Like I know how to talk to women without automatically assuming and making it seem like I'm hitting on them. A lot of guys, once y'all figure that out, like this is some real advice for you guys. Once y'all learn how to just talk to women just normal, just talk, like that's when women are gonna like you. Once you learn how to just be goofy and just talk to women without automatically thinking that you're trying to get with her or you're trying to smash or whatever, and you just talk and leave, women are gonna want to talk to you more because they're comfortable. But a lot of guys, they don't have that. Like a lot of the times they don't have that life experience. So everything that they do around women, every time they talk to women, it always had to be one, competitive, and two, they're thinking they're trying to, the guys are trying to get with them. And when it doesn't go their way, it shuts down their whole night. And that's another issue for another time. I'll tell you guys about that. There's a lot of guys that have that issue. They don't know how to talk to people and they don't know how to talk to women. So their whole life experience about every woman they talk to is automatically just them hitting on them, and they don't know how to just be cool. Just just lay back and just be cool with it. But anyway, let's go back to the relationship part. A lot of people nowadays, you see on the news and you see the statistics about how our generation, we're not having babies, and a lot of that because life is expensive. We're not going on dates. Men are not going after women, and et cetera, et cetera. That's true and it's not true. What's not true is men are not going after women. The thing is, men don't know how to. Problem is, a lot of men, and I don't want to say men don't know how to. It's just a lot of times, a lot of men don't know just to be cool and just live their lives without making everything just about women just hitting on them because of this red pill stuff. The red pill stuff, you guys kind of messed up your brains with the red pill stuff. And also the blue pill stuff, is both sides is just stupid. The reason why a lot of guys are not dating is because some guys throw all their eggs in one basket and try to do too much initially, way too easily. And that's how they get the way they are, the doom pill stuff. And it's not all guys. A lot of guys know how to have fun, but a lot of times that's what happened. That's what gets them there. That's what gets them to that red pill stuff, is they threw everything in one basket, and now they're mad because that one girl they was talking to for 2 months not responding, or the girl's treating them different because she's talking to another guy. The mental block that men have with that is they don't know how to say, okay, I'm going to the next one. Instead, they get into this little depression rut and say, I'd rather be single, instead of just living your life and just going out and having fun and talking to another girl. That's what's going on. And it goes off on both sides, though. It goes off on both sides. A lot of people just need to learn how to just be happy being alone or having fun being alone, instead of just relying on the relationships to take them to happiness. That's the issue. And that's why I said in the beginning, relationships are overrated. In today's days, relationships are overrated because you have to deal with so much in the beginning phases. You can't just grow in a relationship anymore. Like sometimes a lot of women demand so much in the beginning that it can wear you out. And what has to happen is, and it goes both sides, men too. Men sometimes initially they start to ask the question, what you bring to the table and can you cook? And like, that's all cool and all, but let it grow to that. Like, let it grow. Like, if you like a girl, let it grow to that. Like, don't ask, just try to find ways to hang out with her, get to know her more. And if she's asking you to take her out to these expensive dinners and stuff, just walk away. Just walk away. That's what I do. Like, don't ask me to go to take you expensive dinner. I don't know you. I had a woman ask me to pay rent and something. Like, I just walk away. But you just have to learn how to be happy by yourself. Just be happy by yourself. Don't let a relationship change your mental. Don't let beginning stages, like, I know you can be excited. You got a girl number, you're excited. Hey, I got this girl, she's fine or whatever. Slow your roll a little bit. Be cool. Don't throw everything all at once. Don't try to take her out to Hawaii on the first week. Don't try to take her out to the expensive dates on the first and second month. Let it grow. And if she likes you, she's going to stay around you. But what happens is, in this generation, a lot of men don't do that, and then it turns sour. Then when it turns sour, it changes a lot of men's thought process, and then they become depressed. They get angry. They say women ain't shit and all this other stuff because they went too fast and they crashed. Like, I know a lot of people want to say they don't like to play games, but you don't have to play games just to get a feel for the person. Like, just a lot of people, once they start liking somebody, they start overdoing it. They want to be around them so much. Same thing as women, and women want to text a guy so much to the point. One of my female friends told me that when she met this guy on Hinge and he didn't text her for a whole 24 hours, she calls it a no call, no show. I'm like, bro, what if he's busy? Like, what is it? Like, he needs to text you every day? He was like, yeah, because he could be texting the other girls. Like, I'm like, so what? Y'all not together. Y'all not together. Y'all not official. He doesn't need to text you every single day. And if you really want to text him, just text him. Like, that's the issue. Like, it's the beginning stages that's pulling people away from relationships and dating. A lot of people want so much from the beginning for nothing. A lot of people want to do all these things at the beginning and end up being heartbroken because it didn't lead nowhere. Slow down. Our generation relies way too much on a relationship to be happy. And then you see people depressed on TikTok talking about how relationships are overrated. And that's why I said in the beginning, no, it's not overrated. You just didn't do it right. It's not overrated. You just went too fast and crashed. It's not overrated. You just wasn't happy before you tried to get in a relationship. I'm gonna say this again. Relationships are not overrated. You just wasn't happy to begin with to get in a relationship, and you relied on the relationship to make you happy. You should be happy on your own. Like, for example, I can be in a relationship and I'm going to be doing the same thing that I was doing when I was single. And I'm not talking about talking to women and flirting with women. I talk to women, but I'm not going to disrespect my relationship. But I'm going to say, hey, I'm about to be on the game with the bros. We about to play some Call of Duty or play some, what else we play? Some Halo, Halo back in the day. That's a show of my age. Or we're going to go out to eat, to the bar and watch some sports, some football or some NBA basketball. I can do that while in a relationship. A lot of dudes can't. And same thing with women. A lot of women disappear from their friend group once they get in a relationship because they make that relationship their identity. And I believe this is the reason why our generation is backing up from relationships, because we do not know how to take it slow and make this be easy. Just let it grow. Not like we used to be able to do that. But now I think after the pandemic, it accelerated a lot of stuff, and a lot of people try to rush and find that joy that they felt in their last relationship, and they just crash and burn and just ruin everything. And that's what's going on in today's society with relationships. The kid thing, I can say life is expensive, rent is high, groceries high, gas is high. Nobody wants to, and plus how the United States is, nobody wants to bring a kid in this society right now. It's way too violent, it's way too crazy. But overall, relationship wise, it's just people just do too much too early. And a lot of people, especially low maintenance people, and people that don't need much to like you. If they like you, they like you. A lot of people notice when somebody is traumatized and hurt from their last relationship, they try to do too much too early to fix their last relationship, to look, I don't know how to explain it. They try to do, you know what I'm talking about. They try to do too much in their new relationship, and they end up being over obsessive. They end up being clingy. They end up being way too much too early, and you just get annoyed by it. Like, I had that situation with a girl. She was just too clingy, and probably she got cheated on in her last relationship, but she was way too clingy. And when I didn't text her, like, sometimes I don't text nobody in the day. Like, I be in my own world. Sometimes I won't text nobody in a whole day. I don't speak to nobody. It's not because I'm mad about it. I'm just be in my own world, just watching TV, eating, going out, hanging out with myself, watching sports. And when I didn't text her for one day, she thought I was angry at her. I'm like, no, I wasn't angry. I'm sorry. I wasn't angry at you. I was just busy that whole day, just hanging out. Because a lot of people are just traumatized from the last relationship, and they think people are just going to leave them if they don't speak to them for a day. And it doesn't have to be like that. I wish a lot of people were more confident in themselves in their relationships, instead of just being overly clingy in their beginning stages. And I think that's what kind of puts people away, because after it ends, it's like you just got done running a marathon. You're exhausted because you did so much at so little time. I see some people act like a 6 months relationship was a freaking 6 year to 5 year relationship. I'm like, you only was with them for 6 months and you act like you been like in a divorce or something. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But that's today's generation. But that's my advice for people. Like, stop relying on relationships to make you happy. Stop relying on people to make you happy in general. Be happy before you try to talk to somebody. And keep your happiness. Do the same thing you were doing when you were single, and stop changing your whole identity and your whole lifestyle once you get in a relationship, because that's going to eat you away, and that's going to make you miserable later, because then you're going to get lost in that relationship. Hang out with your girlfriends, hang out with your bros, like go out, get a beer with your bros, play video games. Stop doing so much too early, and then when you have a bad ending in that relationship, you end up being depressed. You end up creating these TikToks about relationships are overrated. You end up becoming a doomer pill content creator that just hate life in general, because you wasn't happy in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So listen to Big Bruh. This is your Big Bruh here. I know it wasn't about gaming or wrestling. I have another video about wrestling. Wrestling just been pissing me the fuck off lately. Triple H needs to get fired. I'm done with Triple H, bro. Triple H needs to get fired. Hire The Rock, make him COO, or make Paul Heyman COO. But I don't know, because Paul Heyman may push his favorites, but he'll make great television. But I'm tired of Triple H. But anywho, everybody have a good one. Stay safe, work out, eat healthy. Springtime is coming around. This is spring. That's why I had that relationship advice. A lot of people when spring comes around, that's when the sundresses come out. That's when people come outside, the spring breakers. I'm too old for spring break. Yeah, I get annoyed with spring breakers now. Like, freaking kids, go back to school, bro. But anywho, you guys have a good one. Stay safe.